Let us continue playing Advance Wars 2, Black Hole Rising. When we last left off, we have still got four more missions left of Blue Moon, and I'm going to start with this one, I think, because it's the easiest one. Prevent the foe from a giant missile. Oh my gosh, Commander Olaf, look at that, it's... What in winter's name is that? Looks like a missile silo. A really big missile silo. I doubt we can just walk over and push that monster over. Hit it with everything we've got. No black hole base is a match for our might. Do you see the size of that thing? I'm worried about you, Chief. What should we do? Well, son, you and I are on intel duty. We gotta find a way to beat that thing. Meanwhile, Olaf, T-minus 15. Okay, so timed. And there's some red forces here. Now that those here, your days are numbered. I'm here to help. It's Andy of Orange Star. What are you doing here? I just told you, I'm here to help. Blue Moon needs no aid. We have the power to... That's a giant missile silo. When 15 days have passed, it'll launch a missile. That missile will take out half Blue Moon's troops in one blow. Madness! That's what Nell said, anyway. That's... We must stop that missile. I'll help you. Let's stop that missile together. If you ain't going to insist, you can help. So, really this battle is 3 parts. This is the part where the Blue Moon and Orange Star have the massive advantage. You can see they've got literally 5 units on this side of the board. The middle is about even, probably on balance they've got an advantage there with all of those. The bottom, really, it's their advantage as well. We are outnumbered on 2 of the 3 battlefields, and the victory condition is quite a severe one. We need to capture all 4 of these points. And you'll note they've got protection on a lot of their stuff here, so how do we proceed with this? Well, I think to start with, I want to capture that base. We have 3 anti-air and 1 rocket. So, in order to help out this front, we need to bust this pipe and this pipe open and get Andy's fighters over to this side. Because he has 3 bombers. We need to stop those bombers from getting through. So we need something that flies that can stop them. We do have this, which will help on the bottom side as well. So it's basically trying to find out where the units are supposed to be and then moving them to those positions. So here, you'll notice they've got a bit of a defensive line set up here. But the mid-tanks can't actually move within it, so they're going to have to stay there for the moment. The tanks will be within range, though, to make some attacks on the rockets and weaken them enough that I can afford to send in my missile units. 3 rockets on that side, then a lot of the heavy support stuff. This, not a particularly easy one. At least it doesn't seem that way. So, next up, the infantry. The infantry we have to keep alive here. You'll notice there's no way for us to build any more, and we have exactly 4. There's 6. We lose all 6 of those, we lose anyway. So, keeping these guys alive is going to be part of the challenge. Thankfully not within range there. There are some building facilities. There's a single airport there. It's the only thing that can build anything, and we'd like to build fighters out of it. Fighters are probably the only thing we're going to be building until we get to late game, and then we're going to have to try and build whatever we need to crush resistance over here. There are a lot of neo-tanks, a lot of other things. Well, let's get going. Rockets, unfortunately, have a really slow movement rate. Anti-air comes in. If we can get the anti-air down to support the bottom flank as well, that would be quite helpful. Okay. N10. So, Andy, as you can see here, doesn't actually have a lot that massively helps us. And In addition to that, it doesn't really... We don't really have a lot of need to go and deal with these. But I'm going to move out there and deal with them anyway. But I feel this is kind of a redundant move. He has nothing that actually threatens on this side of the board. They've got a single missile unit, but other than that, I'm inclined to just go and try and break that pipe open. Because our flying troops are going to be immune to his missiles. The downside is I won't be able to bomber him until next turn, but I should be able to just get some things ready. In fact, I don't want to block off too much here. Alright, so that's day one. Oh yeah, we've moved something within range. Well, the APC survives. It's actually a fairly... It's a supply APC. We can't use it for anything else. And in come some bombers. And some tanks. So we are going to have to deal with those. Oh, and they do have something they can build with. But they don't have any resource. They don't have any... They have the 8 properties in the middle, I suppose. That's it. Okay. Olaf, can you hear me? Found a way to put the caboose on that dying missile base. What was that? Are you sure? There are 8 properties surrounding the launch tower, and they're supplying the power for the base to launch the missile. If you capture those 8 properties, the tower should be helpless. It's up to you, Frosty. I'll take care of this. Easier said than done. Classic pipes preventing my units from advancing. Yes, we can blow up the seam. Oh yes, of course I already knew that. I think of the same, though. So, we need to knock out these things first, as much as we can. They'll go back up to 7, annoyingly, which is... Yeah, it's annoying. Can't do a lot else about that, though, unless I can get the... Unless I can get the Reds to help with this, which I should be able to manage. Both the missile units are actually out of range. So that's weakened that quite substantially now, and I can actually make a simultaneous attack on this one if I wanted to. How far do they move? They move 7. Darn it, the thing's out of range. They move 6, but you're closer, and unfortunately you'd have to attack. Alright, best bet then, focus. Stay out of range as much as I can. And just focus. So now that's in range, and the missile unit is approaching. Okay, you can see we're already in a bit of a pinch here. Yeah, this is not going to be fun. This is almost the best way I can deal with this. And you're not going to be close to them until next turn to be able to do anything significant. So I don't know how I'm going to keep these guys alive. Build a fighter and hope, I think, is the only chance I've got here. Right, meanwhile up on this top battlefield then. Capture some properties. Need 22... No, we need 20,000 for a fighter. That will be in range there, won't it? Yes, it will. That will not. But it'll be close enough. Alright, with nothing else, with us unable to do a lot else, and me missing that guy for some reason. I think I might as well just continue the capturing plan here for the moment. Keep the APCs out of range, because we're going to need those. And see what we can do. So good news is that one's busted. Yeah, if I didn't have moved that there, that'd be... Oh, actually, that's a help. Is that a help? Yeah, kinda. We'd lose it if I did that. We would lose it. I can move the fighter down to there, though. Which means I can move the bomber down to that there. Fighter into position there, and fighter into position there. So we're definitely on the attack then with Vandy's forces. What can I do with you? I suppose retreat back and just make sure that the infantry are still going to remain under wraps here. That'll have to do. Day 2's finished. Good news is these units are expensive, so that will eat into what his can actually upgrade, what his upgrades are like, but I imagine both tanks are in trouble now. 7. So I want to take a bit more of a battering. I mean, we can counterattack quite effectively here, but... Oh, they're being cautious, but not that one. Alright, one just about destroyed thing. The good news is I can release the bomber next to... actually, no, I can't. I have to use the bomber to break open. And at that point... Well, I've almost got the thing under wraps. It's fortunately I can't defend it very well anymore. Because I'm not sure I can defend it at all. I capture it, and if they move on top of it, I can't build a fighter out of it, and it's effectively out. Depends what they do with it, though. Okay. That may be a suicidal move, all things considered, but... Alright, weaken the bombers. Weaken the bombers and be in the way. We also now have the ability to throw some snow up, but we're going to save that power. We in fact have to save the power, I think. Knock out this. Yeah, the bombers have got the advantage on us here if they decide to use it. But I think we might just get away with this. If they go towards that, they're going to get punished for it. I can break this open this turn if I so chose. And I do. We want that bomber to be available. In fact, that bomber's got nowhere to go, but the fighter now has some targets. Okay. That I approve of. Next up, we need to really do some damage here. So the first bet, take advantage of the fact they're all bottlenecked up and start being aggressive with our ranged attackers. There's one. There's 2. So those are gone. What other rockets have they got? Which I probably should have checked first. But I think that one's out of range. It's the only other one I noted. So with us expecting to lose that one anyway, I'm inclined to just move on. Capture the point. And prepare some other things. The one thing we do not want to do is lose the troops. It's a blocking piece, so I'm going to put it there. It's going to get rocketed to death, but it's still able to do some damage. It's able to block. They're going to have to rocket it, which means that more important than anything else, the rocket's not going to be moving. Similarly with this, I'm not actually going to attack with this, but he's got to attack with a tank, which I don't think is strong enough to kill it. And that means I can move things on here. The next move with Andy is going to be using a... I want to get wasting one of our battlecopters. No, actually I can't anymore. None of the bombers can get through. And the battlecopters have to attack the units that are down there anyway, and it's rocket protected. This is a more difficult one than I've thought about so far. I mean, actually, it probably isn't all that difficult, because what I'm doing at the moment is enough, and by the time I grind out enough to kill these units off, it's just a case of having the turns to capture. Especially with Olaf's superpower on the build. So, fighter comes down. I can't destroy a can't destroy a bomber this turn, but I can wipe out a fighter. Wipe out a copter, so I will. Copter's gone. As of next turn, that's going to start hunting down these fighters. Note this is now arriving, so I do need my bomb prepared. But I can't move it anywhere, so I'm prepared to keep it out of the way, provided it's just going to sit there. And in fact it shall. And with my current positions on the board, I can't really do a lot else with these, can I? I don't want to use them as sacrificial pawns either, that's the other downer. So I think that's going to stick there. You're going to advance to there. You're going to continue doing some damage on this side of the board. And move this down towards to resupply just the bomber and make sure it's okay. The fighters move further, but the fighter will be fine. Alright, let's see what they've managed for turn 3. They've got a superpower built up. So I imagine now we're going to take some punishment, but I've blocked the two important things off. I think. I don't think that tank's actually got enough in it to survive, but we'll see. Doesn't get any range increases, which is key. This will wipe out that tank, actually. So I will have to retake that point, but that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, down to 9. Second bomber will weaken the other one, but that's fine. I can then just use the... Oh, that one's wiped. Okay. See, natural variance. He's now got that ability going for him. And thankfully he moves up with the tank, not the mid-tank, so I can deal with that at my leisure with some ranged attackers. You're not strong enough to deal with him, and he's going to be replaced with a mid-tank next turn. Because you've got no ranged units on that side. That single rocket is the only real problem with taking the middle territories at the moment. It's the only thing I've got to think about. And even that's kind of weak, because it's actually easier for me to attack that than it is the other way around. The bottom flank we're losing, but at the same time, it's turned around. I mean, that fighter there is huge, and they've got a lot of... Yeah. They've got a lot of terrain to go through. The bottom front is almost safe. Especially given what we're now about to do. Now, this will hurt Andy. But most of Andy's troops are in the thick of where I need them to be. This is how we're going for it. Neither man nor machine can withstand the fury of nature. Also, I can be aggressive as I want because his CO power has been used, so he's not going to get any charge this turn. All of his units will now go down 2 health. In addition, we now have a 2-turn blizzard, and Olaf has a power boost in the blizzard. So, you don't really have a lot of other options here. I might even go back and just merge you there, rather than healing you directly at this point. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it with that way around, I think, unless... That's helpful, but I think I could manage that anyway. Oh, no. I meant to attack the mid-tank, but that's fine. Wipe out the unit. Wipe out this unit, and then we're taking out that Now we take out that missile unit. That's going to help us massively here. Oh, we move perfectly fine in the snow, by the way. Everybody else has movement issues. We don't. In comes a rocket, which did us a favour by surviving, because now means I'm going to move a mid-tank in. The only downside as I see it is that I don't really have the ability to move much further than that. But that's fine, we'll work that out. Right, artillery's in an okay position, we'll just hold it there. Nearly wiped them out anyway. And that means I can now move you round. And this is effectively all free damage. This isn't going to boost his power bar. He's already used it. It's all us. Okay. Let's weaken the mid-tanks. We're now moving in rocket range, which is a downside of what I'm doing here, but I think it's a necessary evil at this point in the game. We have to advance. I'm also going to deploy the first troop. He's behind 2 mid-tanks. If he's not safe there, he's not safe. We'll keep the mech unit up here doing that. Move the infantry down. Have you mechs out. Okay. So we can start taking point 1 as of next turn. He's got nothing in the middle to help him at this point. He's got some rockets here, which might be a factor later, but I've got enough time to deal with those. Alright, and 1 more anti-air, which will just move on to the aggressive. Okay. So with no way through, best bet is start wiping these guys out. You know what I didn't do? And I should have done that, really. I didn't move these guys, did I? And I should really have done that. Oh, movement penalty hurts. No, don't do that. I mean, actually, I probably could afford to do that, but I'm not. I mean, even have a repair building up, so yeah, I'm going to move there. They're not going to break 2 mid-tanks. I prefer to have these guys more or less in position where I want them. So those 2 guys' job is basically to attract these people who can't move very far either. In fact, now these tanks just cannot move. And he's going to spend a lot of his points repairing. Meanwhile, we continue some destruction over there. I'm trying to build up some more points. You can't move far enough. Day 12. Oh, 12 days to go. Which will now be 11. Everything repairs. Yeah. That hurts, but it could have hurt worse. And we did hurt the main unit that was going to counterattack. And the rocket goes with 3. I think Andy can repair that. He should have enough to repair points at that stage, I think. Again, like Flak last time, we're not building up any HCO power at this point. Yeah, we're gonna have to retreat that and run it back, I think. Gonna leave a gap deliberately this time to get Andy his copters through to try and kill that mid-tank unit off. And are you going to block that position? Because if you are, I'm going to wait. They didn't, actually. Mid-tank 4 and mid-tank 3. Survived. And as long as it survives, we can move on. And their ranks are getting thin up there. Oh, I thought it lasted another turn. Fair enough, it didn't. Okay. So this is now going to run... In fact, we're going to swap that over. So, the plan then. That attacks, kills that. We then move our second mid-tank for round. And I wipe out the tank. Because the tank is more of a problem for us. Then it opens the gap and we can start taking point 1. Next up, we wipe out you as well because we actually have a rocket in range now, which they've ignored. No, we didn't quite take you out, but still. Close enough, I would say. That's one fighter dealt with, easily. One bomber, rather. So do I want to actually do that anymore? In fact, I'd like to build a bomber out of this next turn. So maybe I'm not going to do what I thought I was going to do. Alright, let's get a free round there, and the hope is we get that repaired. Wipe out the mid-tank. Both of these are just out of range. So are you. Darn it, I can't get close enough to them. Okay. Move you to there. Get you down there. Get you across to there. Which gives us the option. Next up, we need to break through, really. So... no, that's really dangerous. They don't have the protection to stay there, which is the downside. Capture point. You're now in range there. We have multiple things in range. These two can attack and wipe out these two units, and then next turn we'll definitely be able to take them out. Just an annoying shame that I've missed that. Can't do a lot to help it. Alright, Andy then. I think we attack... Can we kill the mid-tank? Yes, we can. If we can kill the mid-tank, we're killing the mid-tank. And that's given Andy's repair. Fortunately, none of his stuff's really damaged, which... yeah, I'm going to lose the bomber this turn. This was kind of calculated, but still going to be annoying. Goodness is we can at least counterattack straight away. One down. And 2 down. Or at least 2 damaged. I probably should have used my power, and in fact Andy's going to suffer heavily for the next turn anyway. But recon down. APC can't really do much, so we'll just keep you out of the way. And I think we call that a turn. Oh, we've got another superpower built up. He took a lot of damage that turn, though. Do we counterattack with snow? And also, will the barbaric blow keep some units alive? Because it always does have a chance of doing more damage, and doing less damage as well as more. Rocket ultimately went for the basic tank, which I'm surprised at. Didn't even do that much damage. And why have you gone for the weaker units? I shouldn't complain, but you had the option of killing the bomber. That was expected. Reforming there. Attacking that makes sense. Ultimately won't matter that much, but it was expected. Will the rocket survive at all? No, it didn't. I think technique points are going to be an issue in a little bit. Ow. Yeah, that front needs some help. Which it might get naturally if the way we're going continues. So we can bring the snow. This is good for us. If I can activate the superpower this turn, I'm probably going to do it. But we'll see how things go, really. Need to wipe you out. You are top priority. If I deal with you, then you've lost all of your range support. Can probably... yeah. I think there was a reasonable chance that would work for us, but didn't. Kind of regretting not moving the guy, in all honesty, but we'll see. Still got plenty of turns to do this in. We're in no real need to rush, and that is point 1, by the way. This is what I should have done first, in all honesty, and that had enough to actually do a lot more damage. Yeah. Doesn't matter. It's done now. Okay, move you forward. Run you out. Okay. Next up, need to hurt things. I want to leave that bomber attack. Actually, I can't leave the bomber attack open. No. It would normally work, but I can't afford to do it. I'll attack the stronger unit. This will do more damage. Okay, there's one. Okay, this is just me capturing points later. I might even think about wrapping you round here. Or do I just put you in a blocking position there just to ensure that nothing massively weird happens? We're slightly off getting the bonus up. I'm going to put that there, and we're going to build ourselves a bomber. Because next turn we'll have these things to worry about. Hooray! End turn. And he's very near a superpower. And he's got his superpower. I might as well use it, actually, because, you know, I'm not going to build... There's no point in holding on to this. He's got so few units that... Really, it was a silly move to go up to this level of it. So he's got a massive firepower increase. Which means I should actually consider attacking here, shouldn't I? Should consider it. Probably not for very long. He's got no anti-air nearby either, so in many ways this is actually the preferred move. Alright, we took more damage there. But that will be a very useful block, at least until we get our bomber in. And then our bomber will start eating them up for breakfast. Is it 2-space leeway? It is a 2-space leeway. How many shots? I've got 2 shots left with this, this battlecopter, so we're going first shot there. Wipe out this infantry unit. We'll have Olaf's superpower. We can get down to 6 before we have our next attack, so that should be fine. And what to do with an APC? Run you a little closer. Okay, 10 days left. We're just beginning the capturing point. Oh yeah. That was silly. That was very silly. Well, no chance of killing that unit now, and that means it's actually going to be partially a problem. You've done your job admirably, so we'll retreat you from there. They're in retreat, swap around, and... oh, we're taking too much damage there. Mid-tanks hurt. I think that's what we've worked out here. Didn't know that already. Mid-tanks hurt. But we got the... day 7 so soon. 15th day pass, we lose. Must hurry, capture those A properties. You've got courage to face me. I'll give you that much. Winter Fury. Which I'm mostly playing to reduce all their health again by 2. Okay, so you're nicely wiped out there. I don't particularly want him to heal. And that's a perfect position for us, really, in a lot of ways. So I'm quite content with you staying like that. Can we afford to do that? Thinking. Well, I want to weaken his units up, so therefore that's an okay move. Removing a unit from the board, always a worthwhile thing to do. Okay. Next up, none of my units can get around, so we've got sole remaining mid-tank to there. Move our APC into a block position. We'll have you on retreat, you on the advance. And you just doing whatever the hell you feel like, because actually we are more or less fine here. Those rocket units are nowhere near the blocking positions either, so the one job we have for you is kind of redundant. All about the blocking positions at this stage, I think. I'll move an APC around to try and help out our mech unit. Next turn. I would advance with you, but I don't want you to get a shot at. So... I put you in there, but you just get shot. No, if I put you in there, you're going to die. I know that's going to happen, because it just will. End turn. Right, Andy's turn then. Andy's turn is bomb those to death. Slow movement around there. Use up our last attack to weaken you even further. And that's as much as I can do with you on that side. I can probably move the APC back to try and help. Which I might even do out of, you know, just... yeah. Oh, actually, can I move the... I can move you to there, which isn't really a blocking position as such. Low on fuel. Still, we don't have anything else to do with the fighter anymore, so I'm tempted to just run... yeah, we'll run you back to the APC, have you be an inconvenience. Sounds good to me. 9 days left. It's actually a tank rather than the APC. Normally they'll go for the APC because it can't attack back, but I guess they've prioritised the defences, and it does move him out of the way of an artillery unit. So I guess maybe it does work, sort of. Right. Begin the capturization. 3 down. I must move you out of the way. Rocket, which even has a chance of killing. Not quite. Alright, we do want to get the kill here if we can. You're out of range. You can move to there. The reason we need the kill is because we need to capture another property and get ourselves that 1 turn boost. So we need to start capturing things now. And we also need to kill you. order 2. If this kills, which we hope it does. Yeah, there we go. So that frees up that property, and that means we're now at that point. Where are our APCs gotten to? I'll need one of those to collect you. I'll move you down to there to try and support. You down to there for support. You down to there for support. Will you need it? No idea. Merge you two up, because why not? And I'm even going to build a battlecopter here just to distract. Meanwhile, let's start hurting. Gotta get those power stats in if we can. Oh, this has gone on quite a while now. We're into the 41-minute mark. End of turn. Well, since I can do nothing else, I might as well actually just bomb this pipe and just, you know, be a nuisance. I'm not going to blow anything else up because, while points are fun, points are good. I thought I was out of bullets. I thought I was out of bullets. It's showing 0 now, at least. Alright, run you back, and run you back. And run you back, so that's now 13. Good news is I can set this up so I can start both my flying units next to things, so those two will definitely survive the battle. Level 1. And here comes the first punch. Hurts, but it shouldn't be that. It won't be that bad. I can counterattack with mid tank in any case, so. Okay. So, I'm going to advance you, so we can get down to the lower one a bit faster. Again, I managed to sit people on the wrong things. You get down to there, drop there. 4 points captured. I think the game is now definitely in hand. It looked a bit difficult at the start, but as you can see, we kind of got ourselves around this now. Meanwhile, fire on the long-range guy there. And a little more firing. If we get another snow ability off, we're just going to knock everybody back down to 4. We spent a long time crossing this forest, and for what purpose? To get blown up. Yes, you did, sir. Yes, you did. You're practically worthless. You actually do have a use there, so we'll just stick you there. Just to increase the power stat, we'll move you down to there, and let's have you go on a journey. Oh, they built an anti-air. That might mean something later. Infantry gone. I can build myself another bomber if I so, battlecopter if I so wish. And I think we'll call that a turn other than moving people for repairs possibly. And turn. Okay. Yeah, I can still attack. How far can I fly out? I can actually fly out to... Yeah, I can do this. Okay. I want to get both of these repaired, so I'd just absolutely make sure they don't die and I don't lose points for that. Okay, both of them are like that. We destroy you as well, just because. And then we'll spend the rest of our time destroying pipes, I think, at the end of that. I've got a single 3-strength battlecopter left. Again, just make sure that's not going to die in a silly way. Oh, you got your superpower starting up. Well, I'm more than halfway done, and we've at least... What day is it on? And we've 6 days left. I should have this. In fact, I definitely have this in 2 more turns. Tree. And there we go. Right. So with not a lot else to do, I'm going to blow up some infantry. And once I make absolutely sure that things are outside of that range, I'm going to blow up a... Actually, mid-tank's worth more than a rocket. In terms of value, so that'll help power and CO gorges and everything else. Not that I'm really massively concerned about that at this stage. Yes, you know, making sure. Move you to there, get the rockets repaired, because why not? Just for neatness, and turn. Okay, more pipe sections for those extra bonus points. Oh, you're dying as well. Not a worry. Got an APC on the way. Any more pipe sections up here? No, just the lower ones, which we're going to ignore. And turn. Alright, Flak, your last turn. And then we take things. A little bit advanced, the anti-air. And so, that is the game, folks. Once, you know, I've dealt with the last couple of small bits of just attacking everything I can see. Yeah. Blow up the rocket and that will, I think, end it. So, huzzah, we've managed to save a giant missile. We've managed to destroy the giant missile against superior numbers, odds, and, you know, just poor deployment on their part, I think. Honestly, yeah, they start with a lot more forces than you, but with all the advantages you actually have, it's not all that difficult to win this one. Just looks it at the start. Is it good enough to get an S rank, though? Blast it! If we could have launched this missile, we could have blown them all to bits! Yes, we've captured them all. That neutralizes the missile silo. Woohoo, we won! Right, we did it. Of course, I could have done it myself. What are your plans now, whelp? If you like, I will let you continue to battle here in Blue Moon. I'm gonna head back to Orange Star for now. You're leaving already? I'll be back as soon as everyone at home's ready to go. Oh, is that so? Well then, see you. No, wait. There's no need for you to come again. I can do this myself. Mission complete. Ooh, no, just no. We had a good run. Excellent run. But a few more points lost there. We're now getting to the stage where I'm now going to have to struggle for A rank, S ranks, I think. But still, we knew this time was coming. We can now access the final mission of Blue Moon. We're not going to, of course. We have 2 more of these to do. But this is quite a long one, so I'm going to call it a day here. I will see you all next time.